Hey guys, I'm a Dimension Jumper Did, and today I'll be doing my top 5 potential LEGO sets from the Mario series. Now, there have, as of over the last few years or so, we have had some Nintendo LEGO sets based on various games, or mainly Mario, Nintendo, not Nintendo, Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon. So we've had Lego Mario Kart. I think there's a Lego Luigi one coming out soon, or it might have been out by the time of this recording. There's also for the Legend of Zelda, we've got the Lego Deku Tree set, and there's also the final battle from Ocarina of Time coming soonish. And there's also for Pokemon the Kanto starters, Pikachu and Eevee. So I thought, why not focus on Mario and just talk about some potential LEGO sets that we could see in the future. For number 5 is the Mushroom Kingdom. Now, for this set, I'm thinking it's probably going to be like this sort of like it's kind of similar to the Lego Deco Tree set where it's in this like you have like a base where you can hold the whole set together, and you have like the main castle, so Peach's castle in the center of it, and then you could have some of its residents. So you could have several toads here and there. You could have Peach at the top of the castle, in front of the painting of herself, that sort of thing. And you could have Mario there as well as Luigi, Yoshi, Captain Toad, maybe. And yeah, I think there'd be something quite cool to see because it could reference, several things from the Mario series. So, like, you could have Captain Toad on the very top of the castle, or you could have a small structure of the Toad Brigade ship from Galaxy 1 and 2. You could have, I don't know, a costume based on the Mario 64 game, or something like that, or something like that, and just have like a whole bunch of like references to the games. But I think if there are a whole bunch of references, that could be too messy and a bit too big. So I think keep it relatively, big-ish, but not clutter it with whole lots of stuff. Just have like the one main castle, and then maybe just like some bits and bobs. Maybe kind of like how Mario Odyssey does it when it comes to that version of the Mushroom Kingdom. Something like that, maybe. So yeah. For number 4 is Bowser's Castle. Now, this could be kind of like the one from Mario Bros. For the DS, in that if you look at that particular castle, it's basically this big sort of final castle when compared to the other ones in Mario Bros. For the DS, whereas those ones were like super generic castles, and you've got your midpoint castles as well. But with Bowser's Castle in Mario Bros. For the DS, that was like the final place where you fought Bowser for the final time, and that could be something really cool to see when it's being shown off as a Lego set, because you could have Bowser and Bowser Jr. in the set, but you could also have Kamek, a few Goombas, some Koopa Troopers, some Dry Bones as well. And also, what could also be cool is that if for Bowser, because in the various games or in some of the games, you see him become Dry Bowser, so that could be something as part of the set as well, where you could have Bowser and Dry Bowser. That could be quite cool, and yeah, and that'd be quite cool to see. Like, if you have the Mushroom Kingdom with Peach's Castle, you could have Bowser's Castle as well, and just show off his minions and stuff, and just show like the inner works of how that version of the castle would work if it was made into Lego. For number 3 is the Invincibility Star. Now, I'm seeing this more of a stand type of Lego set, in that if you look at something like the Vader helmet that was released ages and ages ago, that one is like Vader's helmet on a stand. And I'm thinking something along the lines of that with the Invincibility Star, where you just build a stand and then you build the star on top of it. And also for it, you could have that Lego brick, that new one that came out a while back, where it it's part of, whatever set it's part of. So, for example, it was like part of the Lego Star Wars set, or one of the new ones a while back, if I remember correctly. And that could be something that could be brought in for the Invincibility Star set, where it's built into the middle of it, or part of the set. And when you turn it on, it could do the tune for whenever Mario or Luigi or any of the other characters like Toad or Peach, whenever you're playing some of the games, grab the Invincibility Star. It could be something like that, where it just plays for a couple of seconds and then stop. That could be really cool to see, and I think the Invincibility Star would be a really cool thing to have for that particular Lego brick. For number 2 is Yoshi, as well as a Yoshi egg. Now, this one I could see this could be potentially 2 different kinds of sets. In that, in the first set, it could go down the path of the Lego Deku Tree set. In that, with that one, for the Deku Tree, you had 2 versions of that character in one set. So you had the Ocarina of Time version and the Breath of the Wild version, and you could switch or you could choose which one you wanted to choose or to build halfway through the set. And that could be similar for the Yoshi and the Yoshi Egg one, where you could build like half of the set, and then for about halfway through you could either choose Yoshi or the egg. That'd be something quite cool to see. Or the other route you could take is that you could build Yoshi and the egg in one set, in a sense that you might build Yoshi first, and then you might have like 1 or 2 small eggs or small Yoshi eggs, and he could like have them in his hands or something like that, like he's preparing to throw them at enemies or something like that. And that'd be really cool to see. Like, if Yoshi does become a Lego set, how would that set be done? Would it go down the 2-in-1 set where you build one or the other and then going back and building the other one? Or would it go for build Yoshi plus the eggs, and it could be something like that? And yeah, and it could also go down the route of also, you could have multiple different coloured Yoshis, maybe, but I feel like that would be probably too expensive or a bit of a hassle to make. So they might just do regular Yoshi, so the regular green Yoshi. But it would be cool to see like Yoshi, or different coloured Yoshis. So you could have the green one, the red one, the purple one, the yellow one, the red, grey one. It could be really cool to see something like that as well, because Yoshi, if you've seen his multiple appearances, he will have seen like some of his alternate colours. And for number 1 is the Comet Observatory. Now this one could be really cool to see, because similar to if they ever make a Mushroom Kingdom one, where they have different references to some of the other games, this could be the Comet Observatory set could have references to the Galaxy games. So you could have the main observatory built, which is a reference to the first game, as well as the different domes you can go around in. But also you could have Rosalina, the Lumas, but also Lubba maybe, because even though Lubba's a part of Galaxy 2, he's still a character in that universe, in those 2 games. And it'd be really cool to see him like just in the observatory. And yeah, and you could also have like a small pedestal with Rosalina's storybook on it outside of the library. That could be really cool to see. And yeah, and also again, you could have like the Toad Brigade, Luigi in the garage. You could have like with the teleporters, you could have these sort of like wires or bits of string just connecting them. That'd be cool. That could be really cool. And also just having some of the Lumas just like on different parts of the observatory as well. And maybe you could have, for the rotation platforms near the engine room, you could have them move as well. You could like have the small lever and they could move whenever you turn it. That could be really cool. And yeah, I think seeing a Lego version of the Comet Observatory could be really, really cool to see. And I think it'd be a really cool set to build. So yeah, so that's been my top 5 potential LEGO sets from the Mario series. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.